now.
If we had had a faculty union, we wouldn't be in this situation. We need a faculty union. We need a faculty union now.
Penn State faculty advancing towards unionization today. Thanks for staying with us for News 8 at 5:30, everyone. I'm Brian Roach.
I'm Lori Burkholder. The Penn State Faculty Alliance, alongside the local SEIU, that's Service Employees International Unit, filed a motion to allow them to take a vote on unionizing.
News 8's AJ Sisson joins us live from the state capitol. And AJ, some faculty believe this could be a massive change.
Yeah, Brian, Lori, the SEIU says that this is already the largest union election filing in state history. A union, if made, that would represent around 6,000 faculty members at Penn State, which some of those faculty members say that if a union had already existed, some recent decisions by Penn State regarding satellite campuses may have gone differently.
This is a big step. We celebrate this because this is the only way I see that actually we can protect academia.
Julio Palma is in the Penn State Faculty Senate and is a part of the proposed faculty union, the Penn State Faculty Alliance, PSFA for short. It's been a discussion since 2020.
I really think this is the only way we can support our students, advocate for better employment conditions.
Penn State decided this year to close 7 satellite campuses following the spring 2027 semester, including Fayette, where Palma works.
That decision was made by a small group of people, and that decision affects thousands of people. It's creating the largest employment crisis in Penn State history.
Do you think a union would have been able to influence that decision a different way?
If we had had a union, the decision would have been probably different, but even the process and the forms, I am sure that would have been different.
The PSFA works with the SEIU Local 668. They'll represent the faculty union if approved, and did a lot of groundwork prior to filing for a union election.
These faculty have been busting their butts. They've had to deal with a lot of traumatic events across the university with closings. You're going to have to deal with high-powered lawyers and all kinds of legal scrutiny around labor laws, and we just make sure that all these faculty are able to have an equal voice and equal say.
And the PSFA dropped off numerous boxes of handwritten notes at the Pennsylvania Labor Relations Board today. The Pennsylvania Relations Board will go through each of those notes and decide whether or not they will allow an election for a union to happen. Now, Brian, Lori, if in the case of an election does happen, the faculty themselves for Penn State will need to vote a majority that is 50% plus one more vote on top of that for all Penn State faculty for a union to actually be in place.
Well, so AJ, did Penn State have any response to this action today?
Yeah, I requested a statement. They actually gave us one about 45 minutes ago. They said that they will review a petition from the Pennsylvania Labor Relations Board once they receive it, adding Penn State deeply values the teaching, research, and service of our faculty, who play a critical role in fueling the success of our students and advancing our mission. And we'll continue to stay on top of this as this is an advancing story, Brian and Lori.